Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today is still Saturday, June 28th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And before I get off into this topic, no, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. I hung out a little bit last night, right? Trying to clear my mind. Rode over to Biloxi, to the casino. No luck. I don't play much no way, but anyway. On my way back, it was about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. This morning. I stopped to get some gas at the Pilot truck stop in Pascagoula, Mississippi. And when I pulled up, and y'all probably have seen this before if you've been to a truck stop, and I'm sure everybody pretty much can pass through a truck stop if you travel at all. You stopped at a truck stop a time or two. And you may have seen what I saw last night about 2 o'clock a.m. this morning. As I pull up to the gas pumps, I see about 8 like Greyhound buses. They're not, not Greyhound, but those buses, like Greyhounds. But they were the Hispanic kind with Mexican, like Spanish or whatever the language is, wrote all over them. And I see about 400 to 500. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. Whether it be, I don't know, we always just say Mexican. But, from Mexico, South America, whatever. Mexicans, Hispanics, Latino, whatever I don't know. Don't mean no disrespect. But we lump them all in one group, Mexicans. And when they're not all Mexican. But we just say that by default, Mexicans. So when I say Mexican, I don't mean, I don't know where they're from. I'm just, that's what we do. No disrespect. I don't mean no disrespect to Mexicans or nobody else. But it was about 400 or 500 Mexicans. I'm talking about line wrapped around the building to get in the store. I guess they're going to use the restroom, shop, whatever. But they traveling, going somewhere. No English. I see families. I see young men, old women. I see like grandma, grandpa, mother, father, the children, little small children, babies, all age groups mixed in with the crowd of about 400 or 500 of them. And about 8 buses heading somewhere. I don't know where. That ain't what stuck out to me. Even though that stuck out to me, like, damn, all these damn folks. What the fuck going on? We got an immigration thing going on here, right? I can't say it was illegal or I don't know none of that. That ain't what I'm getting at. I'm getting at what this message is about. It's what I saw in their faces. I told y'all I have the gift of discernment. So the energy that I felt in this crowd of people that I was walking through the crowd to get in the store. And the looks on their faces, the looks in their eyes, I've seen that look before. The energy that they were emitting, I felt that same energy and emitted that energy myself. The look in their eyes, the look on their faces, I recognize that look because I've had it myself. They had that look of pain, of suffering, of desperation, of hopelessness. They had it on their faces as I looked at these people and they looked at me as I walked in. I saw a few of them looking at me with a look on their face like, man, even though my life ain't great, I've had my share of issues and problems. I ain't in the best of places right now. But in spite of all that, I can feel it and see it in their eyes. Some of them that was looking at me, and I was like they was wishing they was in my shoes. They were looking at me like, man, you lucky, you blessed. If I can only be where you are. That's the look I saw in a lot of them faces. I saw desperation. I saw pain. I saw suffering. How you know, Big Ward? I'm glad you asked. I just told you in the beginning you weren't listening. Because I had the same look, the same feeling, the same desperation, the same look in my eyes, the same look on my face. Pain, suffering. So when I look at them people, as I go through the crowd, the energy, the spirit of whatever it is that I was feeling gave me a new look on their plight. I see it differently now than I have been when we talk about this immigration thing. And we talking about the fact that they're breaking the law and blah, blah, they need to do it. I'm shouting from the mountaintop, yeah, I'm one of them, I'm guilty. They need to follow the law. They need to do this, do it the right way, blah, blah, blah. And I still stand by that. You do need to follow the law. We all do. But I didn't have the feeling that I have now toward them, which is a feeling of understanding and empathy for them and what they're going through and what they're doing, even though they're breaking the law. I didn't see the situation the way I see it now. It's like some spoke to me last night. I know who it was. And I had to make this video right here to speak to y'all. Something said to me last night as I looked at them people who know they might be here illegally. And it hit me real hard because I have a platform. And I'm the person that's been on here discussing that. So I'm the person that the voice spoke to and said, now I got to come speak again on this. And it told me, yes, they're breaking the law. They're breaking your country's laws by coming over here crossing the border undocumented. That's illegal. Yes, they are breaking the law by doing that. But the voice said, if you in their situation, if you, Big Ward, were in their situation, you see that look on their face, you see the pain in their eyes, it's like that stood out to me. The pain in their eyes, the suffering. They wasn't over here just trying to violate our laws and fuck America, I'm just going to cross this border, I don't care nothing about their laws. That ain't what they was doing. Them people were running. The people I saw last night were running from something. They're running from pain. They're running from suffering. They're running from desperation, hopelessness. That's what they were doing when they ran across our border. They were running for their lives. I didn't see that part of it. I only saw what the media was, the criminals and the drug dealers and the blah, blah, and they're breaking all law. That's true. Wrong is wrong. I'm not downplaying the wrong. But I have a new understanding now. For that voice said to me, Big Ward, if you were in their shoes, you would do the same damn thing. That shit hit me like a ton of bricks. Big Ward, if you was coming from where they coming from, you wouldn't give a damn about them border laws either when you running for your life. When your life on the line. When you hungry. when you starving, if you got your little boy JJ and you can't feed him, where you at? You gonna go where the food at. And you ain't gonna let nothing and nobody stop you when it comes to feeding that little boy of yours. Woe is anybody that stands in the way of me feeding JJ. What about you? What say you and your family and your kids if your baby is starving? And the only way you can find, you can try it every way possible. Every right way there is, working, whatever. You want to do the right thing to feed your baby. But what if you're in a place, in a circumstance, because of no doing of your own, but because of your crooked politicians and your disgusting government, they've created an environment to where you can't do it the right way and feed your family. You think them people, Big Ward, this was the voice talking to me, telling me, Big Ward, why would you leave your home if your home is good? Why would them people come over here if where they're coming from is a good place? Why not stay there? Because it ain't good. It's a hell. They're running from hell. The same thing you would do, Big Ward. If you were somewhere and because of no doing of your own, the government, the politicians, they stealing, they corrupt, wicked people, because of their wickedness, they got you in a situation or a circumstance to where you can't feed your child. What would that do to you? What if the only way you can feed JJ, what if the only way for you to feed JJ is to break the law? What would you do? What would you do? I'm asking you. Be careful about judging people, because you never know. You might be in their situation too one day. Just because you see somebody in the grocery store stealing food don't mean they're an evil, wicked person. Maybe they're just hungry. They breaking the law now, ain't no excuse. Okay, ain't no excuse. Keep feeling like that, and God have a way of showing your punk ass. It could be you too. As a matter of fact, when you feel that way, and you're going to be so judgmental that you ain't, God will make sure it'll be you. Be careful about judging people. God will make sure that whoever you judging, you end up in that situation too. I know because I didn't judge people and then ended up in that situation. That's how I know. I sat there and looked at them people. And the voice said, if it was you, you'll do the same damn thing. What they doing, you'll do it too, if it was you in that situation. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? If things keep going the way they are in America, because we got the same problem that got them people that's running over here, that's got their country in the condition it's in, we got the same problem here right now. Crooked politicians. Wicked and evil people in high places. Wickedness in high places. We got that right here in America right now. So be careful about judging them, because we headed to that same place right now. America is headed to being a third world country because of crooked politicians, corrupt leadership, people we trusted with our lives by voting and putting them in. If we voted for whatever, we trusted them people and they got up there and betrayed us. Now, the same type of third world countries them people fleeing from, we heading in that same direction. And one day, it could be us having to flee somewhere because our country has sunken so bad the way you can't even work and provide. We already had now. Some of us already there. Can't work and provide for your family. Can't make enough on your job to feed your family. A lot of us are there right now in America. American citizens right now are working every day, working hard, and don't make enough to survive. And it's getting worse. You think you got it hard now, it's getting worse. So the people we looking at, the people I saw last night, piled up at that truck stop, pretty soon, that's going to be a bunch of Americans too. Remember I told you this while you're judging, including me, because I was, I'm you know me. Now, I'm not condoning doing the wrong thing. Wrong is wrong. No matter what the reason is, doing wrong is wrong. So I'm not excusing doing wrong. What I'm doing is I'm saying I understand. I get it now. Because when it comes to feeding my son, I'm going to do anything necessary. Anything. Even if it's breaking the law. If it's at my last resort, I'm at my end. And the only other option I got to take care and feed my son is breaking the law, I'm breaking that son of a bitch. And you can say whatever the hell you want to say. You can judge me, call me what you want to call me, but my son gonna eat as long as I'm living. Survival of the fittest. I get it now. Whether you get it or not. But you will. If you don't understand their plight, you don't understand their situation, live a little bit longer because we're heading the same way. It's going to be us real soon. I can show you, I done showed you, places in America right now look like third world countries right now. We're not heading for better days in this son bitch. We're not in control of what's going on right here. Example. I'm one of the best content creators on YouTube. I ain't saying I'm the best. There's plenty of other great ones too. I'm saying I'm one of the best. And there's some trash channels on here doing way better than me. You know why? Because I don't control this shit and they don't either. What we do, your hard work, your determination, how good you are, how skilled you are, don't mean shit as far as how far you're going to make it in this world. You got people that ain't worth a damn, ain't good at nothing, sorry as hell, that's on top. And you got some hard-working, grinders, brilliant people that can't catch a break. Because this world is being controlled by somebody other than you and me. So if you're not in control, you might think you're in control, but as time goes on, it's going to be revealed that you ain't in control like you think you are. Somebody else, some outside forces that control what we got going on in your life. I have some videos that get 40, 50, 100, 150, 200,000 views. Same guy, I got some videos that get 2,000 or 3,000. Same dope message, same dope content. But it's all based on what they feel like showing you, what they feel like notifying you about, what they feel like spreading. I don't want folk to see this, so they ain't gonna see it. I ain't talking about me, I'm talking about the powers that be, YouTube or whoever, can look at your shit, no matter how good it is. You'll never see it unless if they say you can't see it. And we all going through that right now, whether you know it or not. I'm just using YouTube for the example for something that y'all can see how people control your destiny. You ain't in control of your destiny. God is. And the reason I'm here and doing good right now is only through the grace of God, not me. As good as I am, the only reason I'm where I am because of God's grace and mercy. Because they doing everything they can to crush me. But God won't let them. So keep in mind that the only reason you ain't been crushed, not because they ain't trying, and not because you so great, but because God ain't let them. But they trying though. So all I'm saying is what I'm going to do from here on out is have a little more empathy for them people that's running trying to find a better way for them and their families. I'm not condoning breaking the law. All I'm saying is now I have a better understanding, because it could be me. And if it was me, I'd do the same thing they doing. Get it, got it, good. Bye.